Hello, how are you? This is Jen at Will Budget for Coffee. I hope you're good. We are having flood warnings where I live in the Great Pacific Northwest. Let's get into budgeting. Let's talk about what I spent this week. So, starting on Thursday, I went to Chick-fil-A, spent $6. That was probably breakfast, Popeyes. I don't know, who knows. And I had a copay of $10. Oh, that's right. I drove all the way, drove an hour and a half to get an iron infusion. It was a far ride. So this was a gift card. That was personal. Copay was health. Fred Meyer was $75. Guys, what is the price of groceries? That was soda and dinner. That's it. That's it. I mean, we're out of ketchup and everything, but I had to buy everything for dinner. The post office was $5. Prescription for my husband, $39. Went to Fred Meyer, got some actual food. It was $88. Went to Costco. I spent $102 on the house. The toilet paper was on sale. Just stocked up. I had a lot of money in the house fund, which I'd been waiting for that. Dishwasher tabs, paper towels. Food was $2.15, and supplies for the laundry business, trash bags, and OxyClean. Safeway was $47. Oh, it looks like I wrote that prescription twice. And a $10 prescription. The bread store for $20. They were having their dollar sale, so it's 20 loaves. The chef store for $15, and Winco for $100. Just a bunch of staples. Taco Bell and McDonald's. Fred Meyer was $5. Don't even remember what for. I got coffee with a gift card. Woohoo! Let's talk about the expenses that were not planned for. I needed a new driver's license. It expires on my birthday. And I did not save for it. So I used my $50 from this, which is what I made it for, was like, it just dawned on me I should have been saving for a driver's license, which I didn't. I'll probably start another one of those so it didn't come out of my emergency fund. Yay for that. And then I also used $35 from my savings that I do for like my car tags, because I figured that was as close as it's going to get to the right category. I just bought my husband a new phone. Not new, refurbished. New to him. And my son's phone stopped charging. So I pulled $113 from the electronics envelope that I use for like cords and mounts and all that. And then I had $65 left over from my CD envelope. Remember, I had a little bit of money in there. I pulled that. And then I had some more money in a bank envelope that I was looking to up my buffer in my checking account, and I pulled that. And then the pest management came in and sprayed. They weren't supposed to come in till June. It was $64. I pulled that from electricity for the business. I just didn't want to pull it from the emergency fund. And I think that category was overfunded currently. So I pulled it from that. And then I owed $45 more on my crown I got. The insurance paid, but not as much as they had thought. I pulled that from the health payment because, yes, I paid off the credit card to zero. That was the whole point in all of that, was getting that credit card to zero. That's the plan, Stan. Let's see. So with that being said, I didn't give you totals. Fun was $11. House we spent $107. Food we spent $518, health was $60, business supplies was $68, the rest was gift cards. So going into next week's food, that leaves me with $65. I did try to buy 2 weeks worth of food, so this should be more than enough. I did realize I did not buy corned beef yet, and it is St. Patrick's Day. So what we're going to do is get my gnome binder that I filled up last year for this year. And we're just going to go to St. Patty's Day. And we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I usually buy 2 or 3 slices or pieces of corned beef. And we use them, sorry, that was loud, a couple times through the year. We really like it. But whatever doesn't get used for St. Patrick's dinner, I have plans for. So we're just going to tuck it like that. I'm going to put this in my food envelope. So yay, another holiday covered with no stress. Woohoo for that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got these cute IOUs from Lady Di, and I'm going to use them to mark my money because I owe, so off to work I go. Get it? This one is shipped, and that's 2041 to 246, 260, and this was all cash tips, which is so unusual since COVID came and went. Cash is like, it's like you're always dropping at the door, you're not even seeing anybody. This was 2 orders and cash tips. I was shocked. So $295 from shipped. And this should be $780, which is exactly what I earned last week. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 80. So my goal is weekly to earn $1,000. That is $1,075. I do not know what I earned last week because it hit over 1,000 and I took it from my brain and I did not care anymore. I still have not pulled my laundry money, so I think we're sitting really well for this month. I hadn't done any DoorDash till today. So I got $40 in a DoorDash this morning. My route was overbooked. That's my favorite thing. When you show up and they say, you don't have to work, we're still going to pay you. Go have a good day. And then I go work somewhere else. I was telling my husband, it feels like I'm making overtime at that point. Making money on Amazon while I also run DoorDash is awesome. Awesome. I love it. Here we have $40. Not going to count it. Trust me. Let's take our last roll right here for this one and see what we come up with. It's a 3. So I'm going to take 3 from here. And then we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $39. Now, this is one of my little birthday mini savings, and it was on my perimeter goals last year that I want to get a year ahead on the birthdays. I have decided this is the year. This is it. We're going to do it. And this is where, so I'm using my birthday binder book with all these cute little minis that I made, and they're free in my Ko-fi. I like 8 sheets of them. Okay, so each one of these is for one person in my family, except my husband and I. So grandkids, partners, kids, like that. I then will transfer that when it's all done to this book, and this is what I will spend out of next year. So the firstborn, the secondborn, the thirdborn, so on, the 8th born, the grandkid, the first partner, the third partner, the 5th partner, and my hubby-do. So this is that video that had no sound. I had already put some money in here. So we had 39 over here. We're going to say 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. We are going to say that is just $90 because I'm going to make it 90 real quick here. I don't want to hold all these ones in there. You know what I'm saying? So $90 is what we're going to say. Maybe I'll pull the 10. I had the 20 in there too. I could have left it. So that's, I'm going to exchange it out with income. So 20, 40, 60, 80, $90. So I might put a few more bucks in here. There's usually a little bit more for my husband. But 75, I'm calling a birthday done. So awesome. Husband done. We're in March. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it done. We are going to do some, let's put some in here. I think I need to condense. This is my Make Your Own Pot of Gold Savings Challenge. I'm going to save for a year. So I have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're going to put just one more dollar, make that 20, and put in 2 20s. I don't intend upon counting and keeping track. I just am trying to keep my envelopes a little bit slimmer. So anyways, so I stuff weekly. There's one for every month. Next March, I'm going to pull it and see how much we have. It'll be a big giant surprise, and I'll be thrilled because I love surprises. So we're going to do some savings challenges, but let's take the time to put one draw in the birthday binder. Okay, don't need those jokers. So that's the 10th person, the 10th envelope, which is the second grandkid. And it is a spade, which is number 2 right here. And that should be $1. And another drop. The king is the last one, and that should be $1. So anyways, I am hoping to get ahead on birthdays and Christmas. Christmas is not going to be this year. I'm going to start it this year. It's not going to be this year. But having the holidays a whole year ahead has been such a relief to me, and it releases my time schedule for my savings challenges being completed this year, in the current year. So that's my goal. So it's on my goal list, which I haven't written yet. It's just rolling around in my head with myself keeping track of it. We should all be scared. That leaves us with probably like 37-ish going into the savings challenge binder. And we stopped right here with Savings with Tracy, my cute little paper clip with the coffee cup that Lady Di made. We're gonna roll. That's a 2. Beach is my happy place. Yes, I can envision it right now and put myself there. The exact beach, the exact spot. I do love a warm beach, but my happy place is on the Oregon coast. This is one I sent out in my Postables, not last time, but the time before. So you should sign up in my link if you want to get savings challenges sent to you and get some happy mail. Number 2, it says, wishing you the best year ahead. Ladies Dice confetti is grabbing to my arm. Cute little hedgehog. And then we'll go back to the front. Oh, there's another birthday one. Let's give it a roll. Ooh, 5. That's rough. Rough. $5 going in. 4 more rolls and it will be done. Then I'm going to flip this to a savings challenge because my husband's birthday will be done. Gen X. Yes, loud and proud. Loud and proud. $6. Says raised on hose water and neglect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know the whole drill. Street lights, hose water, chores. Was a different time. It wasn't necessarily a better time. It was just a different time. Just a different time. This one's from Ellie on Earth. A little scratcher she sent out at the beginning of the year. $5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It feels so good to be back into savings challenges and see this way of life pay off. It's just amazing. Boy, some of those are high numbers. Let's put in a 4. This is one I made at State Fair. 1, 2, 3, 4. We used to go to the State Fair all the time. My son showed rabbits at the county fair, and we just would go to the State Fair. It was a thing more in Washington when we lived there. Not so much in Oregon. I don't know what happened. We weren't as familiar with it. It was harder to get to. I don't know. It was bigger. Shut the box. 2 dice. That is 11. Woo! 7 and 4. I'm going to go get the grandkids pretty soon. Went and picked up Grandma's medicine at Costco. Got her some cantaloupes, which she loves. I'll take those by to her tonight. Uh-oh. Oh, 6 and 1. We'll take the 6 and the 1. Okay, 8, 5, 2. That is 7. 5 and 2. Okay, we need an 8. An 8, and we shut the box, and I have a great big IOU. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. That is $2 left. Because it's $2, I am going to, wow, that marker. if you had smell-o-vision, you would know that that was over the top sensitively. Whew. So this too, these are all colored. I colored them in the wrong color. I'm sure you cannot see them. This is one of mine. It says, so many women are fighting a battle over a single chair. Chin hair, be nice. It's true. So I'm just using that as my catch-all because it has really low numbers that I can pick. We played Check the Box last. I am going to put this little marker right here so we can see where to start next time. Boom. Thanks for being here, you guys. I have pushed my food forward. I have tracked my spending for last week. We've done some savings challenges. I finished a birthday challenge. We did some birthday stuffing. We got some things done. So, thanks for being here. Take the time to save $1 or $2. I'll talk to you later. Bye.